Hello, Medicare Advantage risk adjustment operators, innovators, and learners. Welcome to another learning episode of the Hughes Academy Risk Adjustment Made Easy, the Medicare Advantage Kind learning series. If today is your first time joining us, we want to say welcome and thank you for spending your time with us. If you have always been with us, we also want to say welcome and spending your time with us. We hope that this learning series will empower you for your work in Medicare Advantage encounter data and risk adjustment operations. I am your host tutor, Dr. Prince Bewa. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I will encourage you to subscribe, to like, to share, because it helps us reach a wider audience to make a greater impact. So we appreciate all the time you spend in learning and sharing these videos. This month we are starting a new series and the episode is Mastering for Encounter Data Processing System Beneficiary Errors. So within this month we'll be covering for Encounter Data Processing System EDPS beneficiary errors, and our goal is that by the end of those 4 weeks you have mastered them for your processes and for your work in encounter data and risk adjustment operations. So one cool thing about the encounter data errors is that there are ways that you can identify them by subject area. So for beneficiary level error codes in the encounter data processing system, you can identify them by them starting with 02. You will see that as we cover the errors this month, you will see that all the errors are starting with 02, and any 02 encounter data processing error helps you to identify that it is a beneficiary level error. So you don't have to be going around trying to figure out what it is. Just by knowing that it's starting with 02, you know that it is about the beneficiary, and you can use that as a quick way to start going on the track to resolving these errors. So the first one we'll be looking at today as error number 02256, which is beneficiary not Part C eligible for the date of service. And if this is your first time, and if you are not familiar with encounter data processing system errors, we actually did a video about this in episode number 6, which covered EDPS disposition. So we look at accepted without an error code, accepted with an error code, and also rejected. So you can go back into our YouTube videos and look at episode number 6, the playlist on episode number 6, and you will learn more about the EDPS dispositions that you can familiarize yourself as you learn through this as well. So getting on to today's lesson, error code 02255, EDPS error code 02255 is beneficiary not Part C eligible for the date of service. Pretty much from the CSSC operations EDPS error codes lookup, you can identify these errors, and it applies to all the service types: institutional, professional, and also DME. So these are for 837, 837P, and 837I. And the disposition here is a reject error. As I mentioned earlier on, if you are new to these dispositions, episode number 6 will be a good lesson to go through or get familiarized yourself. So reject meaning that the data will not move on in the EDPS processing. So you need to fix this record and resubmit it to the encounter data processing system. And you see that on your MAO 002 report. How to resolve this is to verify that the beneficiary was enrolled in Part C for the date of service that is listed on the record. So this is MA encounter data, and MA Medicare Advantage organizations are submitting these record to CMS, and CMS is verifying that the beneficiary is Part C eligible. And if that is not, then CMS will kick this record out for the plan to double check and resubmit. So it can be that the eligibility may be wrong, or it can be that the date of service of the record may be wrong. And therefore, as a plan, you look at your record, your 837, and you use that together with your MAO 002 report and your eligibility files to make sure that the beneficiary, as at when they received the service, was Part C eligible. And once you fix that and you resubmit that record, it should go through easily for you. And that is how you correct this record. Or better yet, to prevent you from getting these error codes after you submit to CMS, just make sure you verify with your eligibility files to make sure that the date of service that the beneficiary receives service is correct as of the eligibility files. And once you verify these beforehand, you can submit to CMS, and this record will now fire on your encounter data record. And that is what we have for today. We hope it is simple and easy for you to remember and master for your Medicare Advantage risk adjustment work. If you are new here or you have not gotten the chance to be on our email list, I would encourage you, if you go to our website, www.thehealsacademy.com/resources, and you'll be able to download some free resources there. And also we have a signature gift, which is From Chaos to Clarity, the essential comparison cheat sheet on Medicare Advantage risk adjustment data sources that you will get for free as you sign up to be part of our email list, and that you may use it for your Medicare Advantage risk adjustment work. And as a reminder, if you have not liked, subscribed, I will encourage you to like, to share, to subscribe, because it helps to reach a wider audience. Thank you, and bye for now.